Hey Taurus, and welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve. We're going to get you a message today. I have a little spread that I made up. We're going to use some oracle cards, some tarot. Alright, so 3 oracle cards. We're going to look at a perceived shortcoming, an ending, and big picture, or bigger picture. Then we'll get tarot, get some more details for Taurus. Alright, so we'll take a look at what you are capable of. We'll look at what is being protected during this ending. We will look at what could happen if you keep selling yourself short. We will look at a glimpse of understanding and something that's rightfully yours. So, perceived shortcoming. Whoa, you have card 44, the Lantern. Consciousness is light. You know, I think sometimes, Taurus, at least for the Taurus that this message is for, that there's this thing about too light. Everything being light. It's almost like you're perceiving, it's like you're perceiving this shortcoming, and I don't know which end of it you're on. I kind of want to say, just because I'm an a big advocate for the darkness and the light existing together. It's not just one or the other. But I want to say that this shortcoming is kind of like this kind of rose-colored glasses syndrome or something. Like, it could be perceiving yourself as a Pollyanna, or seeing things too much through, the rose-colored glasses, or happy, happy, joy, joy, shiny, happy fucking people and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so there's this thing about, well, like, just being positive in general. Is that really a shortcoming? Or, I mean, I feel like there's more to it than just that. So, let's look at what you're, actually capable of here. You're capable of seeing the truth here. So we have the 7 of Metals, and that would be like the 7 of Swords, which is that card, it can be a card of deception or thievery, but it's like being able to see through deception. Like, it's like you're seeing yourself as seeing things in a deceptive way, like maybe more positive than they need to be or that they actually are, but in reality, you are very good at seeing the truth. So then we have the Knight of Crystals, which is right up your alley. I mean, like the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. But what I'm really getting is more of a cumulative. Taurus, you have this way of kind of like building off of like building blocks, almost like building off of your experiences and what you know and what you've learned. You it's like math or something where you learn you learn a basic thing and you apply that to the next thing that you learn, and you apply that and you apply that, and it just like so you there's this propensity for major growth, but it probably does not happen as fast as you like it, as you would want it. Some people don't like fast growth. It's uncomfortable. But that's interesting because you can see the truth about things. Whether you give yourself credit for it or not, you can. And not only can you see it, but you can use that information very wisely and build upon it. So that's really cool. I mean, I can see you applying this, to like building a business or a family, or like a safe place. You know what I mean? Like it could be applied in a lot of aspects of your life, but somehow you're either perceiving it at like things you're perceiving yourself as either too light about something, or in general, or just too dark in general, or I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know the reasoning behind it though. But this is what you're capable of. So this is an ending. Let's take a look at the ending. What's ending for you? Repair. Hey, that's not that. That's good. It says making amends, rather than fun times, reveals a relationship's true constitution. You know what? I'm really just saying this for you, Taurus, as a cycle of healing. Because like everyone's like, oh, I gotta heal, I gotta heal, I gotta do healing, I gotta work on myself. And you know what? Sometimes like you finish a round of it. You know what I mean? Like, and you can take a break. I think you've got to that point here where you've done work on yourself. So there there is this end to a cycle of healing that is kind of coming up for you, which is nice. And so during this ending, right, there are areas in your life that are protected. Like, and I think this happens, and I thought about this when I made the spread and the placements, but like sometimes like the universe fucking pays attention. You know what I mean? Like the universe pays attention. It does have your back sometimes, you know what I mean? So, and a lot of times people will either fear ending a cycle or fear endings in general, um, just for whatever reason. But one of those reasons is that they feel like it's a vulnerable time going from one cycle to the next. So these are some areas that are protected during that switch over or transition. So we have the Three of Trees. This has something to do with your future. It's like your future is protected. I want to say it's something that you're not supposed to be worrying about. It almost feels like a slight anxiety about future healing. Like what? Okay, I've healed this. What do I like? What's gonna be next? Because maybe this wasn't very fun. You know what I mean? Because even on the card it says rather than fun times. Um, Maybe you healed something and it wasn't very fun. Maybe it was a little painful. Oh, you have 3-3. I wonder if that number is significant for you. We have the Three of Crystals here. And it's not just a card of collaboration here. So, I mean, it can be things coming together, like it's like taking all of this, right? this this cumulative knowledge and growth that's going on with you, and applying it in different ways to make some kind of masterpiece. You know what I mean? To make a some kind of creation. So if you're in the middle of creating something, or really giving something your all, and just bringing things together, and you know what I mean, it just feels very creative. That is protected. So let's say you are not interested. Let's say you're not interested in changing the way, or kind of. Let's say you want to keep wearing the glasses that you're wearing, right? Whether they're rose colored or whether they're dark as shit, you want to keep wearing those glasses. So let's and basically sell yourself short, not see the truth about things. Then this is a possibility you could face. Ace of Crystals, the Fawn. That's interesting because Pisces had this, and this was a really good. This was like the what Pisces was capable of. So, and it had a lot to do with like being like a little bit of an explorer or an adventurer. So what we're seeing here with the One of Crystals and the Knight of Trees is like possibilities, opportunities coming in for new adventures. So it's like this is what you would be risking. This is a risk. It's like you're risking possibilities for new adventures. And these adventures, some of them are very sensual and very sexual. And it's funny because when I was reading Pisces, I was like, oh, this feels like Taurus. It's almost like you would be risking by not seeing things in the right light or in the right dark. It's like you would be risking opportunities that are fine-tuned for you. So let's look at the big picture here. Creative power. See, that's this down here. Creative power. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Oh, wow. That is really cool because we've got you working, like you've got these two triangles here and they're pointing at each other, right? It's like the energy is being directed to this thing, right? Somewhere in the center. And it's so important that it's totally protected, right? While you're transitioning from a healing phase to most likely a very creative phase or cycle. It's like whatever this is, you're meant to bring it into existence. It's meant to be seen. And that's funny because it's similar to Pisces too, where Pisces was meant to be heard and seen. I wonder if you have some kind of connection with Pisces. Maybe there's Pisces in your chart too. So here we have a glimpse of understanding. Merlin, that's interesting. The Master of Metals, Merlin. This is like the King of Swords. I mean, who better to understand, to have any kind of glimpse of understanding than the King of Swords? Let's just look. Let's look and see what Merlin has to say. Oh, interesting. It says magic is neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. Interesting. The Merlin commands the natural world through the power of the word. He is a sorcerer, warlock. His power rests in his knowledge and experience of the mystical. He lives beyond human morality and reinforces an older code of law. Hmm. That's interesting. It's like you get this glimpse of. It's like you get a glimpse of like universal law or natural law, and it doesn't necessarily um, line up perfectly with the way the way you've been seeing things, or the way that is standard vision, I guess. So here we have the Five of Crystals, and this is what's rightfully yours. And so, what I'm seeing here with the Five of Crystals is not so much the literal definition of the card. I am seeing this upside down pentacle, which can be a symbol of like the left hand path versus the right hand path. And the thing is, we're talking about dark and light, right? Where that's the whole crux of this perceived shortcoming. And there's something to do with, it's like you're you're meant to understand that both exist. And it's like you're meant to come up with your own philosophy, or I don't know what word to use. I want to say philosophy. It's like you're meant to explore your own view, or um, judge by your own experiences, like what really is dark and what really is light, because there's um there's false light out there, you know. And I think what's rightfully yours is an understanding. Like what's rightfully yours is your own understanding of what really is light and what really is dark. Very interesting. All right, Taurus. So this is your message, and excuse me, and just take what resonates, and I will see you next time. Bye, Taurus.